baby.
Hey folks, this is Josh, Stoney Ridge Farmer. Welcome to the farm vlog today. We're just going to go through the motions this morning. I wanted to show you a few things that's going on, and mainly we're going to be repairing our driveway after a huge storm. So I'll show you the storm damage. I'll show you what's going on here on the farm. Just woke up. It's a beautiful morning, and it's going to be 95 degrees with about 98% humidity. So sticky dog days of summer. Let's get the coop moved and get busy with our day. I know you're big and chubby and lazy. There you go. So we're at the point in the life cycle of these birds where we're moving them every day, and they're producing a pretty fair amount of manure out here on the yard. Now give it a couple weeks and this will be rock star. It'll be totally green and awesome. But right now, kind of makes the yard look like crap. Literally crap. So what we've got here is a mix of tomatoes and corn and also a little bit of cantaloupe. Guys, let me show you a little bit about what I'm talking about, the driveway washing. So we've got a pile of gravel right here, and just basically a river ran out from behind this building. It's not a normal thing. We've got a couple gullies here in the driveway that need to be fixed. So we're gonna get the box scrape out here in just a minute, and we'll show you how we fix the driveway and how we move rock around the driveway. There's another big washout right down there, and you can probably see the trail. Another big washout right there, and then there's a couple more washed out spots. So we'll get on the tractor in a second. This place is a mess. A lot of work to maintaining a gravel driveway, especially if you live on a hill. There's another spot that washed out. All this will look awesome when we get done. We may have to pull our pipe out of the ground right here. We've got a pipe ran across the driveway. It's a 1 1/4 inch or 1 1/2 inch pipe. We have our water hose ran through there so that we are able to water the garden. And the garden's doing great. Kind of an everything vlog today. It's kind of really the reality of what's going on here. A lot of stuff I want to share with you, and a lot of stuff I just don't have time to cram into a 10 or 12 minute video. So we get busy, have some fun. Now, if we run across tomatoes that aren't so desirable, we toss them right over here in the chicken coop. That's why the chicken coop is right beside the garden, so we can feed the chickens any scraps. All right, we got about 50 pounds of tomatoes out today. Let me give you a little garden education. If you put your tomatoes any deeper than about that, or about 3 layers deep, you're gonna end up with bruising and rotting. So if you're doing like me and you're picking your tomatoes when they just start to turn like this, and you let them ripen on the countertop or on a table in your house, you're going to damage them if you stack them much deeper than 3 tomatoes deep, or about, a little over 1/4 of a bucket, like 1/3 of a bucket. Let's go get the tractor, get it hooked up. We've got a few implements we've got to get moved out of the way, and we're gonna go ahead and start scraping this driveway, get it right. All right, let's get off the gator. Let me show you what we gotta move here. We gotta move Mrs. Stoney Ridge's truck. We gotta put those tomatoes in the house. This is Mrs. Stoney Ridge's truck, and she's at the beach, by the way, in case you're wondering where the heck she's been. We also have to move this Cultipacker out of the way so that we can make this roundabout right here. And I think, well, we also have a canopy. So I bought an extra canopy for my 0-turn mower, and I put it on the 0-turn. In the garage is a 0-turn. I put it on there, but it reverberated really, really bad. It made a sound like, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Now they make a mesh type canopy you can put over top of your mower, because I'm on the mower, 2.5, 3 hours, and I want to keep the sun off of me. They make a mesh type cover like that, and I think that's what we're gonna have to get. I thought the mesh one was pretty cheesy, and this one was really heavy duty, but boy is it loud when I'm on that mower. So let's hook up the tractor to the Cultipacker here and get some stuff out of the way, and then we'll go up to the tractor shed and hook up to the box scrape. Come on, baby. Now, in case you guys don't know what this is, it's called a Cultipacker, and basically these little wheels roll against the ground and dig little grooves, and when you plant grass seed or any kind of seed like that, you press the seed in the ground with those. So you start out on loose ground, loose soil, you put your seed down, and then you run over with the Cultipacker, and that packs your seed down the ground so it gets a better start. That's what that is. Ow, that thing is loud. Guys, we just want to get this thing out of the way. There's really no great place to store this thing. You don't need to put it under cover, so we just kind of want to get it out of the way. I just tucked it off the edge of the road right here. There we go. Come on, baby. Nothing is easy on the farm. Everything has its own little complexity. You have to make adjustments for this little guy here being a pain in the butt to hook up. Last tractor I had it hooked up to was the Massey Ferguson, and the stance on it's a little different. The way everything lines up is a little bit different. It's hard work, covered with sweat, I've got a headache, and somehow it's become misaligned again. Soaking wet with sweat here. I'll be glad for fall weather. It can be a 1/16 of an inch off and just work you to death trying to get it in there. There we go. All right, thank you. As you can see, we've got some major adjusting to do on this box blade. We need to bring the back end down a little bit, this end down, this cutting blade down. We're not going to use the rippers today. We don't need to rip, we just need to pull gravel. This driveway is probably 3 years old, so it's not very well established. The gravel on it's loose, it'll grab gravel, no problem. I don't need to dig down in the dirt and dig gravel out. What we're going to do, we're going to raise it up here, and we want it to be level for what we're going to do, and that's just moving rock. We want to grab rock and move rock, and we also want the box blade to sit level. In other words, this needs to come up a little bit. So we'll raise it up and make some quick adjustments. So the first adjustment I see that needs to be done is our top link, which is for some reason is stuck. I don't know why it would be stuck, but our top link needs to rotate down. In other words, I need to let out the top link a little bit. I'll go back to the point that I made earlier. Nothing is easy on the farm. There's no reason why this thing should not release. I don't get it. Got a pipe wrench here. As much as I don't want to scratch up my top link, I got to break it free. Ugh. There's no reason why this thing should be stuck. Also, no reason why I should have a pipe wrench on it. This makes no sense at all. Let's get a hammer. Must be hot outside. Let's give Josh something fun to do. Break loose, baby. This should easily, freely turn. No problem whatsoever. What in the world going on here? Somebody's getting soaked in a bucket of diesel fuel at the end of the day today. Good gracious. Okay, so we've got it all set up now, and what we're doing here, we've leveled the box scrape as best we could. So the rear is only about a ½ inch off the ground, and the front is dragging the ground, the front blade. And these are replaceable blades here on this box scrape. We don't need the rippers, but if we did, we'd flip them over and dig down in. If you've got an old driveway, you might want to do that. Get those rippers down in the ground and pull out that old gravel that's sunk up in the dirt. What we've got here is a blade for pushing and a blade for pulling. So we've basically turned our tractor into a skid loader for spreading gravel and a bulldozer for pushing gravel. We're gonna get busy working here. I'll take you over and show you the main problem areas we're trying to fix. We'll get you a little footage as we fix things. Basically, the box scrape is designed to pick up a big block of gravel and will fill in spots like this huge wash spot right here. So I'll come over it and gravel will just fall right into there, and that will help to spread and straighten out our messy driveway. Cool? Let's get you some footage and have some fun. It is hot. I am sweating like crazy. Well, a long half day's work. Still got a half a day to get more stuff done here, but we've got the gravel problem corrected here. We've got the driveway issue corrected. All the spots that washed out, we smoothed over. We went with that box scrape and just drug gravel into any low spot. Kind of widened the driveway, probably about 3 inches. We'll go back through later on and we'll take our scrape blade and we'll pull gravel toward the center and get our nice crown. We may do that later today, but if you see back there, we got dark clouds looming, so we probably better pack it up for the day. Guys, thanks a lot for watching the Stoney Ridge Farm today. I appreciate you. Be sure you pound that like button, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you next time on the Stoney Ridge Farm. Got a lot of fun stuff going on. Going to be working with our chickens probably in the next day or two, and we'll get those harvested and get them in the freezer. All right, let's have some fun. Woo!
Land of the free.